how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith.
It was probably about, I don't know, maybe in the last year that Charlie Kirk's videos started getting put in my algorithm. And one thing that just immediately captivated me about him was his commitment to being more Christ-like than anybody I had ever seen that represented the conservative movement, the Republican Party. I haven't really felt comfortable identifying or associating myself with Republicans in general, probably about the last 10 years. Just a lot of our values and a lot of our beliefs tend to be in line with each other, but just the implementation and the rhetoric is not something that my spirit has felt at peace with. And so watching Charlie Kirk just completely show grace and love and respect to people who challenged him, who disagreed with him, who disrespected him in a lot of platforms and a lot of interactions, just really just gave me a conviction and a challenge to be that same kind of man of Christ, to be that same, have that same spirit as I'm encountering people that disagree with me, as I'm encountering people that don't share my beliefs. And he was unapologetically kind and merciful, even in the face of people ridiculing him and name calling and screaming things at him. You could just watch him, and it didn't shake him. It didn't tip him. And he continued to speak to that person with love and grace. And that is one thing that has challenged me, watching him walk. And as a Christ follower, I think that I like to think of it as 4 C's. And I want you to remember this if you don't remember anything else. If you have made a determination to encounter Christ first, and then the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a calling. And after that calling, at some point, there's going to come a cross. And after the cross is when you get your crown. And that is how we can sum up identifying a Christ follower. Somebody who is looking at the model that Christ set for us, who is determined to walk that out. You're gonna have those 4 things. You're gonna encounter Christ. He's gonna give you a calling. It's gonna come with a cross, and then you're gonna get a crown at the end. And it was horrifying. I wish I hadn't seen the video. And I don't encourage or recommend that anybody do watch it. But I just remember the brutality and the grotesqueness of watching the Passion of the Christ. When Jim Caviezel was being crucified, and that was fake. That was Hollywood. It was fake blood. It was all staged for a dramatic effect for us to watch and consume. What I watched yesterday, watching Charlie Kirk really just lose his life before my eyes, as a lot of you probably have, is that I was watching him get his crown. I was watching his cross come to completion, and I was watching the calling that Christ had called on his life come to a close. And I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about, if you are truly following Christ, if you are truly walking out your life the way that he did, yours is going to come with a cross. But after that cross, there's going to be a crown. So celebrate that this man of God, this brother of ours, has a crown right now. Love each other. Take care. Get lifted, stay lifted. And lift somebody else.